Okay, so when you get ready to get started, the only directions you're going to get is you're going to have to go to www.alacarte.com, and then you're going to pull out the toolbox welding cart kit on the instruction side, and it will give you 15 pages of everything you need on how to put this together correctly. It's really simple. It's really basic. If you've never done stuff like this before, I suggest you read everything and go from there. Alright, let me get set up and we'll start putting this thing together. Alright, so this is what I have now. I know it looks horrible, but it got rusty on me. It started spotting, as you can see. These are the main 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4 that you're going to put together on this bottle tray. And then we'll go from there. So now we're getting started on the ZTFAB bottle plate, the 2 sides, and the main brace for the rear that's going to sit under this part, and it's going to support the bottles with the strength of this being so thick, I assume. You're probably wondering why it looks like this. It rusted on me. This is what happens when you leave it exposed to your environment, whether there's humidity. They will start to spot rust on you. I will show you what it looked like starting here. So here's what happened, and here's what I bought it for. I have the ZTFAB US General bottle holder to convert the toolbox into a welding cart. I let it sit out for 3 days, and this is what happens when you leave it out in humidity. It instantly rusts. This doesn't have anything to do with ZTFAB. They actually tell you in the instructions, if you don't paint it, it's going to rust immediately. So that's exactly what happens. So I got a video coming up where I'm going to TIG this out. I was just going to leave it like this and TIG it, and I said, man, nobody's going to want to see me. It just looks stupid like that. So I'm going to clean it all up, make it look brand new again, and then I'm going to do a detail of how I TIG it out, and that's it. So because of this, and because I left it out of the box, I had to buy that, and I had to buy that. So let me do a quick demonstration of how well it works. Hopefully it works well, and then we'll go from there. And let's go. ZTFAB US General welding cart kit. This is all going to be put together with the EVERLAST255 EXT. There's nothing special about that. It's just what I'm using, and let's get this rolling. Alright, so we're just going to start with the base here and your sides. Obviously these are going, this guy goes to this side and this guy goes to this side. You want to clean off the areas that you're going to weld on, which is basically going to be your edges. Anything that's going to be tacked or welded, let's just say, you also want to leave an edge on this when you're putting it together. You're going to end up putting a tack here, here, and here, and one on the back side just to hold it. I'll show you how that's going to be done once I get to that point, but this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to start with one side at a time, then I'll put this side on, and then I will get the brace on, and that's just going to get tacked up. That way we can set it on the machine, make sure everything is good. once it's all good, and it's not the machine, it's going to be the toolbox. Once it's good, then we can go ahead and do a weld all around the edges and fillet welds on the inside, which is what ZTFAB calls for. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do out the whole wedge out on these, and then maybe an inch or two on this side, an inch or two on that side. I might do it from the inside here. I don't know, I haven't got to that point yet. And then you are going to want to tack it right there. You're going to tack that, and you're going to tack it on the inside, right along the edge here. Okay, so let me get set up on that real quick. Alright, when you do your tack welds, you're going to want to have an open corner joint. So you're going to want to have this sticking out just a bit, so you have an open corner joint, just like that. Okay, so you're going to want to put a tack here, here, I would say here, and here, and then your last one will be up here. And these are through the instructions of ZTFAB. Okay, so what I did was I lifted it up on its side, and what I'm going to do, so I can get the edge of this to come up, is I am going to prop it up with one of these. And you can see your edge is up all the way here, all the way down, all the way to the edge. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tack weld this corner right here. Make sure that's in. Alright, so you get your open corner joint right where it's supposed to be. That's what it calls for per the instructions. And let's tack it. So I got the camera like completely right in front of this, which is really hard for me to hold it, so let me restart. Give me a second. Alright, here we go again. Alright, so now we're going to do the little two bottom tacks that go here and here. And then we're going to go to the top part. Alright, so now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the gap out of here. So we got to compress this together. So I got a good old trusty clamp. I'm going to put one end here, one end here. Tighten it down. Put more on it. That ain't going to work. Now it's not like you need a lot of pressure, so you just need a little bit of pressure on this. And so if that's not going to work, you put this little rubber cap on so it'll give it some grip. Come on. There we go. There it is. Now it's closed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt it up on its side, and maybe I can TIG weld it from there. Let me tilt it on its side, see if it's easier so I can get it on the inside. Alright, so you can see with the little gap here, it's closed off with the clamp. So I'm going to hit it one time on the corner here, and it's as much as high as I can right there. And just put a tack so that I can get the other side going. Alright, so what I did just so I could get better clearance was I moved the clamp more inboard on the bottle tray so that I have easier access to both of these. We almost forgot the inside, so let me get a tack on that. So I had to use a clamp because you got to somehow manipulate this to close up a little bit for you. I already put a tack in the front, no big deal. You already seen it on the other side. So I'm just trying to make all these match so you have an open corner joint the way you're supposed to, per the way the instructions say. And sometimes it needs a little precision. Alright guys, I had to put myself in a more comfortable position. I'm trying to work with this camera like right in the way and I just can't do it. So I took everything off, put it on the table, and let's get this tacked up again.